For 23 years, one man and one stage defined what America watched, celebrated, and embraced every Sunday night, The Ed Sullivan Show. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of the American Culture series. Our first chapter explores the origin of this cultural phenomenon, focusing on the unlikely host and his creation, initially titled Toast of the Town. On June 20th, 1948, Ed Sullivan, a newspaper columnist with no performing background, launched Toast of the Town. Despite a dazzling debut lineup and a range of performers, critics were unimpressed by Sullivan's delivery. Yet audiences kept watching, and a cultural institution was born. The show quickly became one of television's highest-rated programs. As TV sets became affordable, Sullivan cemented his role as the premier showman. In 1955, the program was officially renamed The Ed Sullivan Show. Stiff and awkward yet utterly magnetic, Ed Sullivan's on-camera persona was unique. His instinct for talent was unmatched, and his audience trusted his judgment completely. Chapter 2 explores Ed Sullivan's impact as the kingmaker and cultural gatekeeper. Sullivan was hesitant to book Elvis Presley, but audience demand was undeniable. Elvis's 1956 debut ignited national controversy. By his third appearance in 1957, Presley set single-night ratings records, and Sullivan gave his seal of approval. In just 3 performances, Elvis Presley went from regional sensation to global superstar. The Sullivan stage was truly his coronation. The Beatles' debut on February 9, 1964, was watched by an estimated 73 million viewers. This single evening launched the British invasion, reshaping American pop culture overnight. The show's most enduring moments, like the legendary appearances of Elvis and the Beatles, remain powerful cultural touchstones. Sullivan refused to stay in one lane. The show was a cultural barometer, blending high culture, pure entertainment, and pop royalty, all with equal enthusiasm. Affectionately known as the Great Stone Face, Sullivan's show reached over 40 million viewers weekly. It ran for 23 years, featuring more than 10,000 acts. The Sullivan stage was the ultimate validation for performers. Rarely charming, Sullivan let his guests shine. His greatest gift was not performance, but curation. He instinctively knew what America needed to see before they even knew they wanted it. Chapter 3 examines the cultural impact and lasting legacy of The Ed Sullivan Show, going beyond the music. The Ed Sullivan Show was America's most powerful career-making platform. It was also pivotal in breaking racial barriers, platforming Black artists to mainstream white audiences, showing diversity when integration was rare. Every artist on Sullivan's stage reached an audience across region, class, and age. The show did not just reflect popular music. It created the soundtrack of a generation. Sullivan's eclectic programming broadened horizons, exposing millions to new genres and international artists. It also mirrored social shifts, from the rise of rock and roll to the civil rights movement. Sunday nights became sacred appointment television. Critics called Sullivan's variety show vaudeville, a hybrid of vaudeville and television. The show mixed opera singers, comedians, and circus acts, creating a surprising format that truly offered something for everyone. Before the internet, cable, or streaming, there was Ed Sullivan. His show served as the living room's window to the world, helping America discover global culture one Sunday night at a time. The show faced controversy, such as filming Elvis only from the waist up due to his swiveling hips. The Doors were banned after refusing to change a controversial lyric. These moments highlight Sullivan's cultural power to both launch and limit an artist's career. In 1963, Bob Dylan refused to compromise on his song, The Times They Are A-Changin', when CBS executives objected. He walked off before the broadcast, cementing the collision between artistic integrity and network pressure. The Sullivan Show existed at the fault line between mass entertainment and cultural change. When politics met the airwaves, the results were unforgettable and revealing about the era's limits. We now begin Chapter 4, the end of an era and enduring influence. The Ed Sullivan Show aired its final episode on June 6, 1971, after 23 legendary years. Changing tastes and the evolving TV landscape led to its end, but its legacy remained intact. The stage went dark, yet the performances would never be forgotten. The show must go on, elsewhere. Sullivan's greatest legacy was his eye for talent, spotting future stars before anyone else. He championed artists across race, genre, and nationality, giving lasting legitimacy to rock and roll, Motown, and comedy. The Sullivan variety format inspires modern shows like Saturday Night Live. Its official YouTube channel has millions of views, and contemporary artists still cite Sullivan appearances as the gold standard of televised performance. What began on a small CBS stage in 1948 now echoes across streaming and social media. The Sullivan effect never stopped. It simply changed media. An appearance on Sullivan's stage signaled legitimacy and provided unparalleled amplification to an audience of over 40 million. The Sullivan seal of approval was the ultimate currency, securing an artist's permanence. Countless performers stated that a Sullivan appearance was a, quote, before and after moment that defined their entire career trajectory, confirming his status as the ultimate endorsement. The Ed Sullivan Show was a mirror to America, tracking musical evolution decade by decade, from big band to Motown. By platforming diverse voices and international performers, the show quietly pushed boundaries, influencing social attitudes. Sullivan never set out to document history, but he became its accidental chronicler. The audience on Sunday nights were witnesses to history and participants in a shared national conversation that Sullivan orchestrated. Week after extraordinary week, America watched, and America changed. We begin Chapter 5, the conclusion of this video, focusing on the enduring legacy of the really big show. The show was more than just a variety show. It was a career launcher for the biggest stars in history, including the Beatles and Elvis.